Yo, today I am doing a tier list of everything that pisses me off. I've gathered a comprehensive list of around 30-ish things. Let me count this really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've gathered a list of 31 things that really piss me off. So we're gonna go through every single one. By the way, this is my opinion. This list is 100% right because it is my opinion. I think we can all stand by that. All right. Well, I'm sure we'll all be civil in the comment section. You know what? Comment something very specific that pisses you off and probably doesn't piss anyone else off. And you think probably makes everyone else in the room uncomfortable when you start complaining about it. But that's what this video is for. It's for the people that don't get uncomfortable with that. Let's start things off with something I'm quite passionate about myself. Slow walkers. Keep up with the flow of traffic. Holy crap. These people make me so mad because like they walk at their own pace, you know, they're just strolling along town like they got nothing better to do. You're the true unemployed of the school. I'm just saying, like, you can tell when someone is unemployed because they walk slow as fuck. Every single time I tell myself I'm gonna just start kicking people. Like, I feel like that's the way to go, but then it never is because I don't have the balls to kick people. I'm not gonna say PMO throughout this entire video, by the way. I'm not doing that. That's just not it. That should be on this list. I hate them. This is a prime example of an S tier problem. Like, this is something that we in the first world need to solve. Like, this is where we need to put our resources to. Let's move on to the next one. People who change my plans at the last minute. This is something that I feel like almost no one is gonna go through in their life, but they'll probably go through it once. What the f did I just... This is something that I don't think is very common that goes on in people's lives, but this is definitely something that will happen at least once to you. You work so hard to make your goddamn plans, and then suddenly someone comes out of nowhere that you invited and starts changing your plans. Hello? Can you read the room here? I'm trying to make an event for us, and you're out here complaining about everything. This is one very specific hangout that I had with my friends, and I will never forget this. It pissed me off so bad. He wanted to change it because it was too expensive. I'm like, dude, you've already invited your own friends to this thing. You have already made me change all of the plans like 3 times at this point. I am not changing the restaurant that we are going to for your own fucking needs. This right here, this is S plus at the top of the list. Top of the list of things that I cannot stand. We all need to calm down a little bit, I think. We're only, what, like 2 minutes in the video, and I'm already getting like this mad. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's move on to number 3, itching. Okay, this is not really like a thing that makes me mad, and more of a thing that grosses me out. Whenever you see someone itching their raw skin, it's like, through a shirt, it's fine. Like, you know, it's fine. But if you see someone itching themselves, it's just like, ugh. It's like, ugh. Even if they're not doing it hard or like with their like nails or anything, it's like, it's still just gross to me. And I'm not gonna say I'm above itching. I'm not. I literally itched myself while making this video. That sounds really bad. I was itching my skin while I set up this video. Oh my God. I thought I was about to throw up for a second. My bad. And I know a bunch of you at home are itching yourselves right now because I've been talking about it for so long. And I know you are doing that. This one, it's just like, this is like a C tier. Like C or B. I think I'm more rolling on C just because like, this is a list of things that piss me off and things that gross me out. If you're gonna be grossed out about something, you're not gonna be happy that you're grossed out. You're gonna be kind of mad. So like, I guess that's kind of what my thinking is. Itching is not like at the top of my list, but like, you know, it's up there. This is not that serious at all, but it's like whenever people make the sound, like kind of like a tisk into a sigh, like a I know I'm not above this. I know I'm definitely not above this. It's the dudes who have the Nike sweatpants and the slides that do it. We all know what I'm talking about. We know the baseball kids, the ones named Connor. It's the ones that go like, and I'm just like, oh my God. Like the tisk noise is just like such a, and I don't mean like people go like, no, that's fine. I don't really care about that. This is like a big B tier. Like, I think I'm more aggravated by this than itching. But like, I can't bring myself to put this in A because it's really something that just does not matter. I mean, all of this does not matter. No one cares about any of this. But like, this is just something that's so minuscule in my opinion that like, it's just not even worth complaining about. Let's talk number 4, swamp coolers. I mean, like the first like sort of 6 or 7 years, never lived with one. And then an entire summer, I had to live with one because my dad moved his house, and we had a swamp cooler. And just a little bit of context, I live in Arizona. Like, I live in the big oven of America here. And swamp coolers in the heat are fine. Swamp coolers in the thing we call monsoons are possibly the worst things to ever exist. Swamp coolers in elevated humidity, they do not mix. They mix horribly. So you get your house is bad, it smells bad, it's just awful. And then now I've had to live with it for an entire year because my automotive class at my high school has swamp coolers in its shop. Swamp coolers in anything that isn't a dry environment are so bad. Like, they're so bad. And even when they're in a dry environment, they don't work all the time. They're just like, they break super easily, and then it's so hot in the room, or it's so goddamn cold, you don't know what, you're like shivering your balls off and everything's like shrinking and all that. So it's kind of like itching in that regard, so I'm gonna put it in C. But I feel like you can kind of get where I'm going by with swamp coolers. Like, they're just bad. Like, they're not good. All right, let's move on to I forgot what number it is. I think it's number 6. Non-satellite radio. They play more ads than music. They talk more than they play ads. They talk more than they play ads, and they play more ads than they play music. So then basically you get like 2 minutes of music of an hour or something. I can't find anything that like actually tells me what it is. It's unwatchable. This is A tier. This is like an A tier PMO thing. Like, you cannot. I said PMO. Let's talk about Souls games. I'm going to make people mad, and I know people are going to call me like bad at video games. I don't care. Souls games suck. They're just not good. They're not good. If you have to be like super duper good at video games to even like get through the first boss of a Souls game, like maybe that's just like not good game design. Like, I get these games are really important. They were very important to the industry and all that. That's good. But if I'm not having a fun time while playing, what's the point of playing a video game? Like, actually, no, I'm gonna put this in B tier. There's one more genre of games that makes me a little bit more mad. But so, I don't have like that big of a reaction towards Souls games. It's just actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, this is like just a take that I'm like not gonna defend, because I know I'm like right on this one. Like, I would defend any day for like the top 4 of these. I would defend them all the time. But like, Souls games, I'm not going to defend that take. I'm just not going to defend it. Battle Royale games are just straight ass, and I'm tired of pretending they're not. Fortnite, straight A tier level ass. The only Battle Royale game that I ever played that was good was Marvel Rivals. And that's just because I like Marvel characters. Like, I was having a good time because I liked the designs of the Marvel characters. I'm gonna say it, the Luna Snow was so bad. Every other one that I've tried to play is just so monetized and so bad. I'm just like, holy crap, let me play your game. I don't want to buy your skins all the time. I don't want to do all of that. That's why Marvel Rivals is the GOAT. That's another thing too. Why is every single thing in Fortnite? Why is literally everything everywhere all at once, all in Fortnite? And Siege, oh my god, don't get me started on Siege players. Holy crap. I don't think I've ever seen a more depressed group of people in my life. Please, find some way to stop relapsing. Holy crap. Grammarly. Grammarly can be useful, but what it does to your computer, dude. Grammarly slows down my computer so much, it's actually insane. Like, occasionally it'll make good recommendations. Most of the time it's stuff that like, Google's AI catches, or like any of that. That's another thing too. Google, can you put AI into Google Docs, please? Can you put like Gemini into Google Docs, please? Please. And also their ads. Their ads are everywhere. Grammarly ads are everywhere. They need to improve their optimization is what they need. Like, they need a new optimized way to do things, because holy crap, Grammarly on anything that isn't like the top computers in the world, which I have a top computer, and even then Grammarly is still lagging sometimes. But like on a Chromebook, on our school's Chromebooks. So for this take, I'm gonna put it in B tier. All right, now for the next one. Roblox. Roblox as a game makes me so mad. I'm gonna look, let's go on roblox.com. Ignore my profile picture really quick. But like, look at this. Brain rot evolution. Grow your block. Oh my god, blocks fruits. Holy shit. There's so many AI games on this, and it's always with Jack Black. Why is he here? Why is he in AI too? Like maybe, okay, Flickr is actually pretty good, but that's just Among Us. But like, there's no good games on Roblox aside from like 4 of them. I see this on Twitter, like every couple of months. I see this come back about Roblox. And it is that Roblox is a game with no games. Can we take us back to when like the camping games were a thing? Because those were like those were peak Roblox right there. Peaky. Starting an emo band tycoon. What the hell? Why am I naked? Whoa.
I'm tired of your emo phase and emo music. It's time to get out in the real world.
What is this game? I'm leaving. I need to get out of here. This is not a safe space. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, things that piss me off. Okay. This is going to be a very specific one, and I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but people who know what I'm talking about will know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Skypiea arc from One Piece. It's so bad. It's straight ass. Like, it is possibly the thing that made me fall asleep the most. And you know, I had like a blanket on because I love watching shows with blankets on because I think that's cool. And like, I was just sitting there, and I was just like, yawning a bunch. And I just like, I fell asleep. I literally fell asleep while watching an episode, and it autoplayed to the next one. I woke up, I'm like, oh, Luffy's still in that giant fucking snake. Like, I'm planning on making an actual like One Piece video at some point, so I'll go into more detail with my hatred of this arc. But this is 100% like a like B tier. Actually, no, this is an A tier thing that this arc pisses me off. Invincible fans. This is more like an S. This is an S tier because I'm more annoyed. Like, I'm more annoyed that they're like directly altering a series that could be really good, but like they're not letting it reach its full potential because they're being jackasses. Okay, let's talk about Reddit. Reddit is the worst social media site of all time. Now we're gonna move on to the people who are like, no offense, but like those kinds of people. You're like masking your true self. Like, be honest with your people. If you're gonna be rude to me, just be fucking rude. Don't like tell me no offense, but, and I'm like, bro, just fucking say it. And then if it sounds rude afterwards, like, oh, I didn't mean that in a rude way. That is a lot nicer of a way to say it than no offense. Because now you're just making me think, oh, I'm about to hear some shit about myself that I didn't want to hear. I know damn well you do not mean no offense. No offense, but like, your face is really ugly. And also, you're like kind of a bad person to be around. No offense, people. You're getting a solid A tier on how like amazed I am that you are just like, you're masking yourself. This is more of a you problem than it is for me. Okay, I've gotten to the point where I'm just reiterating my same points over and over again, because I'm like getting a little bit red in the face right now. So let's move on. In general, we have seen a lot of huge fall-offs over these years. We saw the biggest YouTuber of all time ruin his reputation and kind of bring it back. I don't know where everyone stands on it. I don't know. I kind of think he's a little bit like, his videos are not that interesting anymore. They're just kind of like, heavily optimized stuff. But none have had the fall off of the wilted rose emoji. You will see this emoji used basically everywhere on Instagram. And for a time, it was used everywhere. All of the time. And now it's just like, I look at this emoji And I'm just like, you just used to be such a good emoji. It's kind of like what the skull emoji used to be. And now it's just like kind of corny. It had such big potential, but then everyone on Instagram had to start using it. And now it's just like, I just feel like bad for it. Like, it's almost like I feel more pity than anything because like, it's such a good emoji to express your feelings. But now you can't use it because everyone else is using it. Because I respect this emoji so much, I can't give it anything more than a D. Actually, this is going to be an F tier one. This is not something that pisses me off. It's more of something I just wanted to talk about because of how big the fall off is for this emoji. Now, at least the wilted rose had like it had a time when it was great. And it was in its prime at one point. The cable car emoji never had that prime. This is a YouTube Shorts exclusive thing. And you might have seen it on other platforms, but then people usually get bullied not to use it. And oh my god, this one is more of a piss off thing because this is an A tier on the level of just stupid. I hate this emoji. Like, it's just not, like, there's nothing redeeming about it. Like, at least the wilted rose, you can get why it's being used. Like, you can see the vision with the wilted rose. That cable car, there's no vision. I think it's meant to mean that's really funny. It's a reason it's the least used emoji, and like now everyone wants to use it because it's the least one. Like, let some emojis just be the least used ones. Like, this is not, bring the stove emoji back before you use this, because at least then you can be like, I'm cooking with this one. Don't use the stove emoji because then I'm gonna be responsible for it, and I don't use that emoji, please. The second Angry Birds movie, I have such a weird relationship with it. Like, the first one I thought was pretty good, and then in this one there's like actual funny, like there's some really funny shit in this movie. Then there's also like really bad things. Bird movie 2. Josh Gad? What's Josh Gad playing this? Oh my god, he starred in Artemis Fowl too? Holy shit. Oh, he plays Chuck. This dude plays Chuck? I need to rewatch this movie because I don't remember anything about it. Oh, wow, it literally tells me the entire voice cast right here. I might be the stupidest motherfucker on this planet, bro, sometimes. I swear to God. Like, I was in physics class for a while. I'm gonna rank this movie really quick. It's a B tier. Like, this is a solid middle of the road because I have no idea what to do with it. Like, it's just such a weird movie. I have such a weird relationship with this movie. Like, yeah, like, not even. But back on how stupid I am. I swear to God, ever since I had my physics class, it's been downhill. Like, it's all just been going downhill. Like, all from there. This is something I never touched upon on my Roblox thing. But why do Roblox games, like, make you feel so... Like, they just hammer you with ads as soon as you get in to buy their shit. Like, at least with a mobile game, like, they, like, try to butter me up. They give me dinner first before they try to fuck me with all their ads. Like, they rail the fuck out of me with ads after they're... But they at least take me out to a nice dinner before. Roblox games, they start railing me the moment they meet me. The moment they actually start texting them, they're already fucking me in my ass, dude. Can we move this one? Like, I want to move this one back a little bit. I don't want to talk about them yet. This is very specifically every podcast by people who aren't funny or insightful. Like, people who don't have, like, things that they can actually talk about that are, like, actually worth people's time. Like, if you're not funny, then you don't have a good podcast. If you're not insightful, then you also don't have a good podcast. Kind of like, there was an age where everyone was starting a podcast. It was, yo, bro, you want to start we should start a podcast. And I'm like, I don't want to be on a podcast. I'll go on someone's podcast for like an episode maybe, but I'm not going to do a podcast. Podcast, easy S tier of like things that should not exist. I'm like losing steam if you can't tell. I'm really trying to be angry, but I'm like getting tired. So I might have to come back and re-record this because I'm getting tired. And my voice is starting to hurt too. So, well, I'm trying my best here. I'm trying my best. I guess I have to talk about him now.
Our ass, as we should.
Let's talk about the Nair guy. The Nair guy, the guy that showed his entire butthole on YouTube for a little bit, and then he kind of deleted that video. I'll constantly see like edits of him saying the most vile shit I have ever heard. And then there's always like someone on their phone who's like, their phone's like really close to their face, and they're just in their bed and they're watching it and looking super tired. Like, this dude, I swear to God, he's not real. He's not a real person. I think, what's his name? His name's Kevin Leonardo, and on like a C tier thing. Because like, dude's just trying to make money, and I get it. And it's kind of funny just how like non-real he feels. Windows UI, specifically certain parts of the Windows UI. Let me open up, for all of you at home, you can follow along with me if you want. Let's open up computer management for a second. This is the latest update of Windows 11, and computer management still looks like this. At least settings has this kind of like glassy good sort of feel. But like everything else feels so bad about it. But like it's kind of nostalgic too, which is why I'm gonna put it in like C tier or D tier. Ah, yes, the good old calorie counters. Now, if you work out, that's fine. You can work like if you watch your food and like what you eat and all that, that's fine. But if you're counting individual calories, don't you think that's a little much? Like you're kind of not living anymore. You're kind of just living to eat like the same shit over and over every day of the week. It's not like there's no useful thing to being like this is something that is almost, I don't do this and it more just pisses me off about other people, so I'm gonna put it in C tier. But like it's just something that like I can't get behind. Like counting your calories sounds like a miserable life to live. Well, that's all I'm saying. Okay, Jackbox games themselves I love Jackbox games. I love them. It's just the way you buy them is weird. Like you get like 5 games for like $20 and that's fine. But why are they so inconsistent? Like some party packs are like legendary. Party pack 7, legendary. Party pack 3, legendary. And then everything, and then like the rest of them are just kind of weird. This is going to be a very big F tier. I don't even know why I put this on this list. I think I was very like tired last night when making my comprehensive list. So like, yeah. YouTube subtitles were this one. I really don't think anyone cares about this. And honestly, I don't either anymore. So I'm just going to put this in D tier because they're kind of like, they're not something that make me mad. They do make me mad, but no one cares to hear me rant about it for that long. And if they do, I can make a whole separate video about it. So we're just going to put them in D tier for right now. YouTube MP4 converters. If you've never used a YouTube to MP4 converter, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. But these websites are just so bad. They always redirect you to like the scammiest websites of all time anytime you click anywhere. And like you can't do anything about it. But there are good ones. Believe me, there are good ones. You kind of just got, ironically, you have to look on Reddit to find the good ones. But the normal ones that you get, they're so bad. Let's move on to food gobblers. The people who will just always eat your food. These people are so annoying. These are like the F students of life. Like they are not the inventors. They are leeching off of people. These are the biggest leechers. The people that'll come up to you and like ask for food are the same people that stick their lead into Chromebooks. Stop doing that. It smells. It smells so bad. Hear Me Out cakes. Every time I see Hear Me Out cakes on like any sort of website, anywhere, they're always the same. Like they always have like the most god awful ugly people on it. Like the Weaselton guy from like the Ice Age. They have Wade. And if you're someone's Hear Me Out, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for you. They're calling you ugly, but they're saying they would still bang you. And they wouldn't even do that. Like they wouldn't. They're just saying they will because they want to get cheap laughs out of it. I'm sorry, but this is B tier because this really does not matter in the slightest. But like I wanted to save one that I'm extremely passionate about for last. The use of the word friend. Specifically, friends. And I mean this not in the sense of like, oh, they're my friends. No. I mean when like a kindergarten, first grade, second grade teacher calls out to the classroom, okay, friends, let's get together. I am not your friend. We're in a workplace relationship here. You are my teacher. I am your student. We are in a workplace situation. We are not friends. My favorite part about 6th grade was the fact that they stopped like trying to make everyone in our grade friends. Like they stopped trying to do that because oh my god, they were pushing that shit so hard for all of us to be friends because they were all like, all right, friends, everyone get together. The way that you say it too, friends, let's get together, friends. They talk like we're all lobotomized. Like I can think properly at like 6 years old to know that we're not all friends in this room. Like, I don't want to be friends with everyone in this room because there's some ops in kindergarten, bro. You know we all had those kinds of people. There was always someone who was being a jackass. Friends insists upon itself. It insists upon itself. Anyone who says this, you sound condescending as f***. If that's what you were going for, you sound condescending as f***. Stop trying to... Stop. Just stop. Actually, top of the list. Top of the list. Actually, this one I got way more heated at. But this one, it goes very close. very close. If you disagree with anything on this take, you should definitely comment it down below. I'm a small channel, guys. Please, I need help. Like, I need all the help I can get here. But why don't you comment your own things that piss you off? And please don't say like very broad things. Let's be very specific here on things that make you mad. Thanks for watching, friends. Goodbye.